Hey everyone, we are the Gratitude Girls.
Gratitude Girls are in the house. My name is Kathryn Asaro Myers, affectionately known as Rara. Hi, Laurie.
Hi Kathryn, how are you?
I'm good. I'm sitting in Ontario, Canada, Toronto, Ontario, Canada tonight in our home. And I have to tell you, I think winter is behind us, in spite of the fact that we're getting snow tomorrow. That is nothing. We will ignore that. I have to tell you, we are looking at brighter days and longer days real soon.
That's great, yes.
Happy to be here tonight. I know we're going to be talking about something that's really important to both of us, and I'm sure to everyone who's watching. Whether you're watching this, well, you'll be watching this after because it's not live. We're going to be putting it up in a few minutes. So whenever you're watching this, the topic tonight is, are you in integrity? Are you in integrity? Think about that. When we think about how do we know if we're in integrity? How do we know when we're actually doing the right thing for us? Are we being true to ourselves? And if we see others around us that aren't, does that mean it's a reflection of us? So I want to talk a little bit about our commitment to being here. So this is a Gratitude Girls coaching and training, and this is a training that we love to do once a month. In addition to the other things that we do. So I won't go into that just yet. But I want to talk about that no matter what, we keep our word. We're here. We just did our show. So let's take you through part of the day, right? So what happened? So you spend all day thinking, okay, I'm going to do my show for me, it's 9:30 Eastern. So do I spend the whole day just like waiting for 9:30 to happen or what? So I'll give you a little bit about a snapshot of my day today, okay, Laurie? And then that will give you some idea of the commitment. And I know you know that, but we'll let our guests know. So for us today and our family, I had to work in the morning, which was great. I do my work on Zoom and on my calls, but I also had to get in the car and drive to Oshawa. So just Google that. It's another town where I was actually a guest on a podcast. And I was on the other side of that, which was really cool, right? So I just like walk in the room and sit down. Didn't have to do a thing. So that was amazing. And then after that, we drove back to my home because I had an appointment. So I took that on Zoom. And then I'm on the board of directors. I'm a board director at Arts Etobicoke. So then we had to drive downtown Toronto in another direction because we wanted to be there for the opening night for something called Artscapes. And it's really important to me to support Arts of Etobicoke. And as a board director, I believe it is my commitment to be at all of the initiatives, and that's why I'm there. So we did that and left just in time to come back so that I could get ready and prepare mentally for our show that we just did and now prepare for this. So am I in integrity? Yes. No matter what, I am being my true self, honest to myself for what I have committed to do because it's in my heart, not because I'm committed to do it. I feel it, it makes me feel good, and I know I am serving myself, I'm serving you, I'm serving our community and our friends and our guests. So I wanted to share that with you, that no matter what, we're there, we're here. And today, no matter what, and all of those things, you ask a busy person to do something. Like it didn't matter how many kilometers I went in that direction and in that direction, it all worked out. It was a master plan. There was no reason to say no to anything.
Right, absolutely, right? Yes. You can fit it in, right? If you put it on your calendar, you fit it in. Yeah, that's the same with me. I mean, I have a very rigid schedule, and my schedule has changed a little bit the last couple months. But yes, I was like this morning, I was up, I was on the phone by 7 a.m. and had a couple calls, and then I was actually featured on a show this morning as well. And so mine was for book authors. So I have a couple girls that do a show every week for book authors, and they feature different book authors. And so they have a show similar to our Gratitude Girls, where it's two girls, one girl's in the States and one girl's in Australia, I think. And so, yeah, so they invited me on the show. So I did that from 9 to 10 this morning. And then I had a few more calls this afternoon till about 3. And then I had a friend that is going to be my house guest for a little while came by and to bring her stuff in. And then Kevin came by and we left and picked me up and we went to the gym and did our workout that we have committed to do every single day. And then I came home and my daughter had cooked dinner for us. So that was wonderful. So we got to eat dinner together and in our own home and relax. And then yeah, same thing, get prepared for the show. And then here we are.
Right. And I appreciate you sharing that, because what we say we do, sometimes people think, well, I'm working and I'm going home and I'm relaxing, and that's fine. But we have committed to things that are on the schedule every month, and things come up and people ask us to do things. It needs to go into my Calendly. Like if it doesn't fit in there, it's hard for me to do it, right? It needs to fit in with the right time frame, not just let me throw something in and make it work. It works if it fits in, right? The free time that I have is to be with my husband in between. And so that we can have, either a dinner or a lunch or whatever, an apple or whatever we're going to do, or sit together, or maybe not sit in the same room even, but be alone in the house together so that we can have that time in that space. We might sit in the same room. We might be in different rooms, but we know that we're there. And that's the thing that we need to do in between. And that's how I keep my desire to be as interested as I am. It's because I get to do the other things. It's not just this robotic movement. So to remain in integrity, I would like to know, my question to you as our audience is, what do you do to remain in integrity? Are you really true to yourself? And do you know when you are and aren't? Do you have cues? Do you recognize things? Are you aware? I'm super aware of the things that are going on. So if physically I'm on top of it, I want to make sure that I'm not masking something else, that I'm truly doing that for the reason that I want to nurture myself. I want to make sure that I'm doing things for the reason that it's to be of service. That is really important to me. If I am not being of service, then for me, I'm not being in integrity. So that's my spiel, my spiel for tonight. I want to share that because we all have a place that we come from and we all have things that we do. To be a board director and not go and not show up and not be present all because I had something to do at 9:30 at night and that was from 6 to 8, that doesn't fly with me. 6 to 8, it gives us plenty of time. So I want to know if you are in integrity. Maybe there's something else that you want to do to bring you closer that you're not doing at the moment. It's not about how much you do or how little you do. It's, are you doing the things that resonate with you? So if you want to chat with us about it, we're certainly open to that. Laurie, is there a way that our audience could reach us?
Yes, definitely. Go to our Facebook page at facebook.com/gratitudegirls. And then when you hit message there, that will go to both Kathryn and I together. And so send us your message of whatever you want to talk about with us or your question that you have. If you have a point of view or something that you want to share, anything of that nature, send us a message, give us your contact information of how you want us best to respond to you, whether it's right there on Messenger, if you prefer email or cell phone, or whatever your plan is, go ahead and put that information there and we will be happy to get back with you. And yeah, I wanted to just say too, Kathryn, of, talking about integrity too is, a lot of just, like back in the day, there was never these long drawn out contracts that everybody had to sign, right? With all this, attorney type words and stuff that nobody really understands except for attorneys, right? But nobody had that, right? It was shake your hand and that was it. It was your word, right? And so that's one huge thing I want everybody to think about. That's one huge thing that I think about all the time is when I give my word, I'm sticking to that.
You do.
No
You
matter
definitely
what,
do.
right? you know?
That's
And
important.
so I know a lot of times when I've been at events and I've spoken on stage at events, and I will say to someone, like after an event, somebody will come up to me and they will say, you know, something that I said or whatever, and they'll say, can you send me blah, 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 whatever it is, right? Because maybe I talked about something that I have or that I do, and they
Yes.
ask me to send them that afterwards. And I always say yes, because I'm willing to share anything.
Mm.
But then I also follow that up with, please email me or text me and remind
Yes.
me what it is, and, you know, and your information to send it back to you. So, and then I give them my information, you know, if they don't already have it, because
Yes.
that's it, because I want to be in integrity and make sure that I give
Yes.
them what I said that I would. But after an event, and I might have, you know, depending on the event size, right? 5, 20, 50 people ask me different things going on. And by the time I get back to my computer or to my phone where I can send something, you know, yeah, I've forgotten, and I've got, you know, 100 more texts or whatever. So, and, but that, if I forgot, then that would make me feel like I was not in integrity.
Hmm.
I said I was
Yes.
going to do it and I wouldn't, and I didn't, right? So I always tell people to send me that message, send me that reminder. I had somebody
Yes.
just this last week. I was out of town last weekend, and I had somebody text me saying, will you make this? It was somebody that I create a lot of custom cards for in
Hmm.
their business. And he had sent that to me on Saturday. Well, I was out of town on Saturday, and I was paying attention to the relationship and the people that I was with over the weekend. So I knew I wasn't going to be doing any work. So I said, yes, absolutely, I will on Monday. Please send me a text to remind me.
Right.
Right.
Good point. That's such good business habit, right? And business acumen, because that way you're not, what if you did remember, but not all of it? So you go through the effort of doing most of it, and then that person is not happy. So if I ask you, could you please do this? And you respond, you're responding wholeheartedly to that. That's a great tip. Put the onus on the other person to remind you of what you have to do. Don't leave it to the memory, because like you said, whether it's 1, 2, 5, or 50 people speaking at you over the course of, half an hour as you're exiting, or even if it's your assistant or somebody that's there to help you, it's a really good idea that you have that information so you're able to respond properly and according to what they want. And being of service is something that you do so well. And that's such a great habit. Thank you for that tip. I think I'm going to text you when we hang up. Oh, that's funny. I love being here with you, Laurie. This is so much fun.
It is always fun.
And if our guests would like to reach us, they could actually go onto our gratitudegirls.com/coaching and check that page out as well. And you can get some additional information on how to reach us privately for specific coaching if you have something that you want to discuss with us on a professional level or a personal level. We have all that information for you there as well. Correct?
Yes, absolutely. So yes, we get on here the fourth Tuesday night of every month, right after our Gratitude Girls show. So always make sure you tune into that. And then right after that, we do a quick little training. And then but yes, we have a private coaching group that we do every single week, where we meet with our people in that group for an hour. And then we also have some different one-on-one coaching that we do with people as well. So yes, so Kathryn and I both have been coaching. What did we figure out? That it's been like at least over 30 years together, right, of coaching time. We don't want to say all of it because we're both only 29, right? So
I'm going to go with that right now. Yes. And I'm still in integrity. I'm still in integrity because it's that plus. So just want to say it's that plus a little. So the experience really adds up quickly.
yes, absolutely. Well, Kathryn, it was so fun being with you tonight. And next month I will be with you, but in Iceland.
Oh my goodness. I am so excited about how we're going to navigate that and to see you in Iceland. I can't wait to see your pictures. So I'm excited for that. I don't know where I'm going to be between now and next month. I will have a little short trip that I'll be taking. It'll be like a day or an overnight. So I'll post that, but it won't be Iceland. It'll be relaxing because I'm planning a nice R&R, something to just, sort of unplug and recharge. So I'll be doing that. So next time we come on, we can talk about our two trips, but Iceland's going to be a highlight.
Yes, absolutely. All
Okay,
right. Well,
thank
thank you so
you.
much for being with us. And everybody, thanks for being with us tonight and tuning in. We will see you next month.
Have a great month.